gonna try this again. I tried doing this video 3 times, and every time something went weird. But I'm sitting here. You're not gonna get many videos like when I was in Ocean City. Um, that was like of top 4 points in my life. If you could put that into a video, that would be it. It really would. Buy that Ferris wheel and just feeling like I was a millionaire. I don't get that very often. I don't get that kind of just feeling alive, and that's fine with me. It really is. But my car is in the garage. The brakes went on it. Not that they didn't go on up. They're acting weird. One up being a sensor and a hub, and it's a good thing that I check out those kind of things because it's very dangerous, and I'm glad it's not as bad. But for the next few days, in the past few days, I'm getting rides to work from friends, and as far as my adventures, they're on hold. So we shall have to read from the Book of the Sea, the anthology, an anthology. This is the book that when I got this, my dad looked at me, and if you read in my poetry, I mention this book. He said, "Ah, it's in your soul." So when I was at Ocean City and I saw the Ferris wheel, and you all saw how beautiful it is, it's just wonderful. Um, mm, I thought of my dad a lot. So this book has a lot of stuff in it. A lot of writers through history, a lot of the greats, and Tennyson, Lord Alfred Tennyson. This is page 296, and it's Ulysses. There lies the port, the vessel puff her sail. There gloom the dark, broad seas, my mariners. Souls have toiled and wrought and fought with me, that ever the frolic welcome took, the thunder and the sunshine opposed. Free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. Old age hath this honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something ere the end. Some work of noble note may ye be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from rocks. The long day wanes, the slow moon climbs. The deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, in the baths of all the western stars, until I die. Alfred Lord Tennyson. One of those dry sort of writers that you might not really read too much of. Great, more of a, I think, of a storyteller than a poet, but I mean, I think it was poem Maud, really touching, really, really good poem. But that one there, Ulysses, captures the poem of Ulysses and the Aegean. I'm thinking of all those sailors at that time. I like this a lot. I told my dad this book right here has so many great people from uh, the story of Moby Dick, which is shortened very much so. It's an anthology. That's the best parts of the best books, and out of context. So it kind of gives you a unique feel to that. Like it's a piece of Ulysses, and you read it and capturing that one moment in it. Um, there's a lot more in here. There's really a lot more. Um, I love it all. And this right here is the book that inspired me to get into publishing my poetry in more larger scales because I'd been in anthologies. And I said to my dad that day, I said, I can publish a book of my own. And Valerie was really one of the other ones that inspired me. She goes, yeah, you can. And because of this anthology, I moved beyond the anthologies, and I realized that when you take things out of context, you also lose the bigger picture. So all of my poetry anymore is like in a concept album style of poetry in written form. If you've read it, um, but even the store I bought this at doesn't exist anymore. But if you find a copy of this book, do buy it. Um, it's edited by Aubrey the Selling Court. So pick up a copy. There you go.